Morning, students. Till yesterday, we already have completed most of the concept of the chapter. We already have seen some examples also related to the taught chapter, taught concept. Two or three concepts still remaining, which is actually not in very much, that particularly given in the book. Still, I'm telling you. Look at. I'm forming here the one of the form intersect form of plane, and only I will tell you Cartesian method, Cartesian equation. I am not telling you vector method. So till here you have got that most of the topic of the chapter I have taught with the Cartesian concept because it is easy. It is easy. If you cannot remember, keep remember the vector form, okay, but you should know what is the procedure of the Cartesian form. So I am forming here intersect form of plane. As you remember in class 11th, intersect form of line you read. What was the concept? This was a line, this was A, this was B. Your answer was x upon A plus y upon B equal to 1. Same as here answer is front of you, intersect form of plane, where a plane will cut off intercepts A on the x-axis, B on the y-axis, C on the z-axis, and then equation of plane will be x upon A plus y upon B plus z upon C equal to 1. So I will tell you that from where we can get answer. It's a very small derivation, so that I'm telling you. Look at, first of all I'm making my convenient axis. This is y, this is z, and suppose it is x, and what I am taking one plane which cuts off intercepts on x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. So I will take the plane like that. Initially it looks tough, but it is so easy to understand. This is O, and a plane is just looking like, can you see? Suppose it is finger, x, y, z. Suppose my palm is a plane which is coming like that and cutting all three axes like that. It is cutting A on the x-axis, making intersect small a, capital B cutting on the y-axis, making intersect small b, and it is capital C and the intercept is small c. Like I'm writing here, this is suppose A point, it is B point, it is C point, this intercept is A, this intercept is B, this intercept is C. One can understand that this point will be A double 0, this intercept will be, the coordinate of B will be 0, B0, and this is simple. Now we want to find the equation of this plane, which is actually cutting intercept ABC on 3 axes. I'll start myself. Let equation of plane is what I consider AX BY CZ D. Now you may be thinking that why I have taken why I didn't take small a, small b, small c, because small a and small b, small c has come in different sense. A this time it is a intercepts on the x-axis, B is intercept on the y-axis, C intercept on the z-axis, and this time capital A, capital B, capital C. I didn't take small a, small b, small c because A, B, C are coming with different sense. Capital A, capital C, this definitely will be the ratio of normal of the plane. This is my assumption. So I again start myself. This is the answer, but what I am going to do, let me clear. In the picture you can understand this shaded portion is actually a plane, which I consider this is a plane. Can you see this plane is passing from 3 point? This plane is passing from A. So A will satisfy this. This plane is passing from B. So B will satisfy this. Similarly, C will satisfy this. So can we satisfy? Can we get some result, conclusion? Let's see. Since this plane passes through the point A, so this will satisfy 1. This will satisfy 1. So if you will say it is satisfying 1, what will come? A will come instead of A, X. So it's gonna be AA. 0 will come here, make it 0. It is 0 plus D. So if you will focus on that, capital A will be minus D upon A. So do you think that capital A, when satisfied to this equation, we got capital A equal to this one. Similarly, when capital B point will satisfy to same plane, we will get capital B equal to minus D upon B and capital C equal to minus D upon C. Simple, because B and C also both are satisfying to this equation. Definitely both will give us this and this. So after finding capital A, capital B, capital C, you put all the value in the 1. So by 1, equation of plane will be, look at, instead of A, minus D upon A, X instead of B, minus D upon B, instead of C, minus D upon C, and D I will transfer this side, so minus D. So can we transfer by minus D in all the equation? So after dividing minus D will remove from all the side. X upon A, Y upon B, Z upon C equal to 1 is remaining. Can you identify? This is the intersect form of the plane. It looks very similar as the intersect form of line. X upon A plus Y upon B equal to C. So equal to 1. It is two-dimensional Cartesian form of line which we read in class 11th. This is the three-dimensional plane in intersect form. And I am only telling you that this is Cartesian form. I am not telling you the vector format. And small a, small b, small c are not the direction ratio. Because what is the definition of ratio? Coefficients of x, y, z. Coefficient of x is 1 by a. Coefficient of y is 1 by b. Z is 1 by c. So 1 upon a, 1 upon b, 1 upon c are direction ratios of normal of plane. But what is small single ABC? These are the intercepts cut by the plane on these axes. Okay. So this was the concept. Hope you have got. One simple example I am having. I just want to tell you that example. This is example number 19, which one can simply do this example just by reading it. Example number 19. Find the equation of the plane with intercepts 2, 3 and 4 on x, y, z axis. So intercepts are given now. Given intercept of the plane on x, y and z axis are 2, 3 and 4. So this is intercept on x axis, which is small a. This intercept is a intercept on y axis, which is small b, and this is small c. So required equation will be x upon a, y upon b, z upon c, where ABC are intercepts which are given 2, 3 and 4, and this is your answer. You also can take LCM. Nothing very special, very necessary to do so. If you just want to take, okay, 12 will be coming here, 2, 4, 3, and definitely 12 will transfer their side only, so this is gonna be 12. So this is your simple answer we are having. So I don't think it's a trouble. It's very simple. Now this is the general equation of a plane, you know, in a Cartesian equation. Okay. So hope you have got it here. One more thing I want to tell you. Just reverse question. Reverse question. Suppose you are given 2x, 3y, 5z plus 1, and if you will be told to find the intercepts on x-axis, y-axis, just reverse question. In the last question, intercepts were given and we found the equation. This time equation is given, equation of plane is given, and if he is supposed to ask, find the intercepts cut by the plane on the axes, x, y, z axis. So how we can find out? Definitely we have to convert this equation in intersect form. I can tell you. Look at what question is actually? Find the intercepts cut by the following plane on 3 axes. So your answer, how we can start the answer? I tell you. First of all, you do transfer -1, then do transfer of -1. Sorry, suppose here 3. So it's gonna be -3. You do transfer 3 like that, like that, like that, and comes 1 here. Now make this equation as this one. So this is x upon now. So okay, I will make x upon. So x upon 2 will transfer like that. Y 3 and 3 cancel, -1, and z upon 5 will transfer downside. What we have got the answer? This is the equation. X upon a plus y upon b plus z upon c equal to 1. It looks like that. So this and this will be intercept cut by the plane on the x-axis, y-axis, z. So both way I have taught you. When intercepts are given, we can put the value intercepts here and get our plane. Suppose plane is given, we can convert to the equation of plane in the intersect form and we can get intercepts easily. Okay, so this was the concept. One more concept I want to tell you here. Look at so easy things I will explain here to try to understand it. This is extra concept. Equation of plane which is parallel to x-axis or y-axis or z-axis. One, I'm just telling you one. Suppose z-axis I'm telling you. It also can be called equation of plane perpendicular to xy plane. This is actually deep concepts, but okay, if I'm teaching you, you just try to get all the things properly. I am telling you, look at. Let me tell you one thing. This is y-axis, this is z-axis, and definitely it is a x-axis. It is x-axis. Okay. What I've written here? Equation of plane parallel to the. This is x-axis. Now let me explain one thing. That I cannot make plane here properly, but I can teach you that what actually gonna happen. Can you see the finger? This is very simple. This is my z-axis. This is my y-axis, and in front coming it is x-axis. Can you see this is a palm and it looks like a plane, and plane is coming like that, which is parallel to z-axis, like that. It is z-axis and my plane is coming like that, which is parallel to the z-axis and perpendicular to the xy plane. This is my xy plane. You can understand it is x-axis, it is y-axis, so the forming plane is xy plane. The plane which is actually parallel to the z-axis, or we can say it is perpendicular to the xy plane. So I would speak one thing, that the plane is cutting to x-axis with some intercept small a. Suppose it is cutting small b. Let me explain something. I don't know what the intercept, but some intercept is cutting by the plane because it is actually perpendicular to the xy plane. So it is cutting x-axis somewhere, it is cutting y-axis somewhere, but the intercept on the z-axis is nothing. So the intercept is on the z-axis is counted as infinite. This is gonna be tough to you, but still try to understand. It is cutting to x-axis at some point. Intercepts will be something. I don't know what is intercept is there. Intercept on the y-axis also there, but this plane is parallel to the z-axis, so intercept on the z-axis will be called infinite. So these two things keep remember. I cannot make the picture here properly, but you please try to understand what I'm telling you. Let equation is ax plus by plus cz plus d. This is my plane. Suppose it is my plane. I first convert this in intersect form. Look at, I tell you how we can convert. Minus d. I do transfer minus d. Ax upon minus d. By upon minus d. Cz upon minus d equal to 1. Then I do transfer a. in downside d upon a, d upon b, d upon c equal to 1. Now can you see this? This is what? This is my intercept form, x upon a plus y, just like that. Recently what I taught you, when plane is parallel to z axis or perpendicular to xy plane, both can come with the same language. In this condition, according to condition, I'm writing directly, not very big formal. According to the condition, your z-intercepts will be infinite. Z-intercepts will be infinite. So what is z-intercept? This is infinite. So your answer will remain same here. Your answer will remain same here, but this gonna be infinite, equal to 1. And one can understand in upon infinite makes 0 the quantity. 0 the quantity. So only this portion will remaining, x upon minus d upon a, y upon minus d upon b, and this gonna be 0 equal to 1. So z will remove from my side, a will go upside again, ax minus d upon, b will again come up, minus d is equal to 1. I'm rubbing it now. Minus d will transfer this side. So ax plus by equal to minus d. So what final answer we have got? This is very important concept you have learned, that when your plane is parallel to the z axis or it is perpendicular to xy plane, your answer is looking like that, where z will disappear. So it is perpendicular to the xy plane or parallel to z axis. One can you have to remember, other you can understand by your own. So parallel to z axis, z is not there. So similarly you can obtain two more plane. Now can you read? One more thing you can read by your side. Equation of plane parallel to y axis or perpendicular to xz plane. The answer will be y will remove. Ax plus cz plus d is equal to 0. Y will not be there. The equation of plane parallel to x axis or plane perpendicular to yz plane, then x will definitely x will not there. So answer will be by plus cz plus d will be 0. So these concepts actually, I tell you one thing, that while studying this particular topic you will feel so tough, but as far as my knowledge and as teacher is concerned, I tell you that this is gonna be simplest chapter ever I feel in the class 12th. So I don't think it's a trouble. You know that if concept is in your mind properly, I don't think that you cannot make a question. You can make all the questions without doing anything, special thinking. So I think that it is very simple. Now remember that these planes I have made you right now, make a notes properly, write each and everything properly, and those tricks I have taught you, how to distinguish, how to make difference between the vector concept and Cartesian concept. Remember mostly the concepts in the Cartesian form, but initial concepts of vectors should be remembered, like equation of plane. So you should know first what is a vector equation of plane. We have two types of plane, r dot n equal to d, r dot n cap equal to d. So these two things you must remember. Okay, if you don't remember one point form in the vector form, no matter at all, but you should remember one point form in Cartesian way. So this is the thing, equation of line you should know, r equal to a plus lambda b, or 2-point form you must know. If you forget, no matter at all, at least you should know the Cartesian way. X minus x1 upon a equal to y minus y1 upon b equal to z minus z1 upon c. It is a Cartesian form of line. What is 2-point form in vector concept? Forget, no matter at all. So remember the Cartesian way, x minus x1 upon x2 minus x1 equal to same as. So now this is all about what I mean to speak, that please be sure about one of the concept. And if you admit me, I want to advise, give you advice that be sure about the Cartesian way. Okay. Now let me tell you one simple concept, which is actually the question in the book. Let me speak something which I can tell you easily. Suppose this is the x-axis, it is y-axis, it is z-axis, and my plane is parallel to the xy plane. Try to understand it. So I tell you with simple way that equation of plane parallel to xy plane. It looks very same as we read in just last, or perpendicular to z-axis. So can you make difference in the last sentence and this sentence? In the last one, it was parallel to the z-axis and perpendicular to the xy plane. Now just reverse. Parallel to the xy plane and perpendicular to z-axis. So what will happen this time? I tell you one simple thing. Look at this is the axis. This is my z-axis, x and y. It is my xy plane. Parallel to xy plane. So can you think this is my plane and plane is coming like that. So what do you think? That this is parallel to xy plane, but it is cutting to the thumb meaning z-axis. So you should remember at z-axis it is cutting at some point. Suppose point is 0, 0, c. 0, 0, c. So I would speak a very simply way that at this particular point z will be c. Z will be c. Not understanding. Okay. I tell you one thing. This is my plane. In single line I am telling you only. Suppose plane is cutting to in 2D, 3D I just try to make. Suppose that your plane is like that, which is parallel to the xy plane. This is cutting to the z-axis at particular c point. Suppose it is 0, 0, c. 0, 0, c. So I would speak one thing that at all these plane particular, at all these point, z will be c. Please try to understand. Z will be c, and this is the required equation. It's funny, it looks funny, but I'll tell you again, that's a play of concept only. You don't have to worry anything about this. If your plane is parallel to xy plane, definitely it will perpendicular to z-axis. It will cut to z-axis at one point. Suppose this is the c point, so your answer is z equal to c. That simple is that. Now you can make your z equal to c. This is answer. Now, if I put one question, suppose a plane is parallel to xy plane and it is cutting to z-axis at 0, 0, 2. So what is the answer? Z equal to 2. That simple is that. It's very simple. Now we can create two more formulas, that if plane is parallel to yz plane or perpendicular to the x-axis, your answer is x equal to a. That's simple. So I don't think that need to tell you much and more about so on concept. Okay, now I tell you one question even from the book. Can you catch the exercise 11.3? Can you read the question? That question is 8th question. Find the equation of plane with intercept 3 on the y-axis and parallel to xz plane. So I tell you that it is xz plane, suppose. So what do you think? It's parallel to perpendicular to y-axis. Suppose it is y-axis. Suppose it is z-axis. Okay, just convenient I tell you. So what do you think? That your plane is parallel to XOZ plane. It is cutting to the y-axis, making some intercept. What intercept it is making? 3 intercept. Now the 3 intercept meaning this point, this distance is 3. Intercept is 3. When intercept is 3, this point will be 0, 3, 0 because it is on the y-axis. So what is your answer? Definitely when it is parallel to xz plane, the y value will be 3. So everywhere the answer is y is 3. This is your answer. This is your answer. So try to understand, when plane is parallel to the xz plane, answer will be y equal to constant. So what the constant is? That equal to intercept. This 3 intercept. So if 3 is intercept, this point will be 0, 3, 0. So y will be what? 3. That's simple. So your answers verbally I have explained that. The answer is you have to write in the sentence that we know the equation of plane parallel to XOZ plane is y equal to b. Since the intercept is 3, so your answer is y equal to 3. That's answer. Okay. So I don't think that now I will tell you about this because each and everything now I have explained each and everything. Few more things we can understand about. Even okay, I tell you, which I am telling you, it's very easy. Look at, I tell you. This is what? XY plane. It is XY plane. And I don't think that you don't know about XY plane. I tell you, just wait for a while. Wait for a while. This is the axis. The axis X is not actually here, it is here. So this is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is the xy plane. So what is the equation of xy plane? One can understand that this is x, this is y. What is the equation of xy plane? This is nothing but it is z equal to 0. Because at all the xy plane, z will be 0. What is the equation of yz plane? Yz plane also called yoz plane. So the equation is x equal to 0. What is the equation of xz plane also called xoz plane, which is y equal to 0. That's simple. Recently I taught you one thing. What remember? The plane which is parallel to the xy plane. Recently I taught you. The plane parallel to the xy plane which is passing from suppose 0, c. So your answer is z equal to c. Recently I taught you. The plane parallel to the xy plane definitely will cut to the z axis. And when it is cutting to z axis, definitely this distance will be c. It is c. Suppose that it is c, so answer will be z equal to c, that is c. I don't think it's a tough one. You can make some more concepts by your own and it is very easy. Okay. Now till here I have taught you each and everything. Hope if you will watch the videos often, once, twice, thrice, concepts will be fixed in your mind. Still and after all, even you could not understand, you are definitely free to ask me. I won't deny for all that. Okay. Now we can come on the exercise, students, because lots of time already we have served for this. So it's exam exercise 11.3 will start. By first question we start. In each of the following cases, find the direction cosine of normal of plane. Also find the distance from the origin. So let me explain something. It's very good question. Two things he is asking: element and distance of plane from origin. Now catch your that bring or carry your mind through the concept which I taught you initially. We are studying plane. Element we have to find out. Distance of the plane from the origin we have to find out. Now understand, Lx plus my plus nz equal to d. This is my normal form of the plane, where d is very important thing. When element are given here, definitely d is a perpendicular distance of the plane from the origin point. L, M, N are the direction cosine of the normal of plane. The picture was looking like that. This is origin, this is my normal, this is a perpendicular distance of the plane from the origin point which was asked there. Also we are asked that what is element, meaning cosine of the normal. So what we will do, we will convert our given plane in the normal form. Easily we can get element and d. I don't think it's a trouble. I tell you one by one example. Suppose question number B I'm putting here, x plus y plus z equal to 1. I tell you it is not Lx plus My plus nz equal to 1. This is actually what? Ax plus By plus Cz equal to simple d. This d is a constant value. It looks same but it is not so. So now we will convert this Cartesian form, definitely, which is a general form actually, and we will convert to this general form in what form? What form? In the normal form. Why? Because we need element, we need d. What is d here? Perpendicular distance of the plane from the origin point, this one. So how we can convert? I taught you this concept. You remember? I tell you. This is 1, this is 1, this is 1. So I taught you that you divide by a square, b square, c square, coefficient of x, y, z, meaning root 3. So when you will divide by root 3 now, this gonna be Lx plus My plus nz equal to d. That is actually very good concept. This is Ax plus By plus Cz equal to simple constant. But after dividing by square root of a square plus b square plus c square, we have got this is L, M, N and D. So if you want to know our right element, you can say it is 1 by root 3, 1 by root 3, 1 by root 3, and what is a constant value? This perpendicular distance of the plane from the origin point is 1 by root 3. So hope students you are getting properly all these things. One thing in very quick way I tell you. Suppose you are doing question number D. which is 5 plus 8. So it's no the term of x and y are, sorry, x and z are absent, but you try to create. I tell you, this can be written 0x, 5, 0z and 8. This is a way. What you will do now? I tell you. First you do transfer -8. Again I tell you that this gonna be your d, which should be positive. So don't let it be minus, because it gonna be your d. So I do transfer minus in this way. 0x 5 0z equal to 8. I tell you that there is no effect on 0 here, so okay, you can write plus. We can write plus because it's 0. No effect on the minus sign there. But this is going to be minus. What I've done? I multiply by minus all the way, because this is your going to be d, and d is your perpendicular distance, which should be positive. So that we have made it already positive. Now what we will do? We will divide by over root what? 0 square, 25 and 0, meaning 5. So as I will divide by 5, this is gonna be same, this is gonna be 1, this is gonna be same, and this is gonna be 8 by 5. Now you can say it is L, it is M, it is N, and it is your D. Now can you compare with this? L will be, M will be, N will be, L will be 0, -1 0, and D is a perpendicular distance of the plane from the origin is 8 by 5. This is your answer. So when the plane is not in good form, you can convert in a proper way. Do transfer 8. This is actually constant value, but after turning this in a normal form, it gonna be your perpendicular distance, which is your d. So let it be positive, so that I have multiplied by minus sign all the way of the equation and convert it. You know it very well. So this is the question. Now rest of the question we will see in the next lecture. Thank you.